Good morning.
Good morning.
We are in Charleston. We are walking to our destination. So give you a little view of our little walking. It's Sunday morning, so it's really quiet, and it's really cold. It's like 27. I don't even know if that's right, but the wind chill's making it a whole lot worse. So we have a free tour by foot. You can find that freetoursbyfoot.com, I think is what it is, and then you can do that. So basically what it does is you meet a destination, they'll tour you. It doesn't cost you anything but like administration fee, and then you just tip. So that's what we're gonna do for Charleston, and we're supposed to go ahead. I'll talk, and then we're supposed to go ahead and walk afterwards, but that temperature doesn't warm up, so I'm not too sure we're gonna do it. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do right now. We'll take you along with us. All right, anything you want to say? All right, we'll see you guys in a bit.
Two words with an E at the end of town. We're not Charleston, the American city, until 1783. So we start off life 1680 as Charlestown. Again, two words with an E at the end of town. We eventually dropped the E. So we're still two words and still Charlestown, just minus the E. Right about 1765, approximately 10 years before the American Revolution bubbles up, we find that the two words have been pushed together. So still Charlestown, but now it's one word. Then we win the American Revolution. 1783, we drop the W, becoming Charleston, the American city. Yay! Now we start off life again, Charleston, the American city. Now the city was founded in 1680, but the story really begins in 1663 with the founding of the Carolina colony. Carolina is what we know on a map today as North Carolina, South Carolina, and a huge significant chunk of Georgia.
All right, we're on our walking tour. I give you guys some of which I can give. As we continue on.
So the practice of the Church of England began day one when colonists arrived in 1670. I mentioned a couple of times that the city was founded in 1680, so we're missing 10 years. We spent that decade on the other side of the Ashley River, at a marshy bend on that river that we call today Charlestown Landing. It is a beautiful state park. Our lot of you on the boat. Queen Street is the street we crossed over coming this way. Queen Street was named Queen Street in 1750. From 1680 to 1750, that was Dock Street because it led them to the public dock. Later, if you're looking for a waterfront park for Pineapple Fountain, you walk all the way down Queen. Just remember, Queen Street will literally end at the steps of that park. It's going to be warmer this week. You'll see dolphins swimming by whether you like it or not, and there's a pier that overlooks the harbor. It's beautiful. But just together, remember that Queen Street will get you there. The building off towards the left was already here, and that was added on, and then you can see how the wing comes out the other way, right?
This is known as the first slave market. So go ahead and give a view of that. You want to read it, just tells you all about it. Institute 1830. There it is. First slave market. It's now a museum, but it is closed on Sundays. So, must see.
Epicenter for all things financial for the city, which meant the colony. What we're looking at today, the front of the building, is historically the back side of the building. The original, the building, the front faced the source of our wealth, which is trade via water, and so the building overlooked the harbor, which was in 1771, immediately behind this building. Now, we'll start in the basement, we'll work our way up. The basement was originally a windowless storage area, where the most expensive luxury goods coming into the city were stored. One way in, one way out with luxury goods. And I'm talking the biggies like silk, spices, and tea. While still windowless during the American Revolution from 1780 to 82, the Brits occupied our city. So at the beginning of the Revolution, we had Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and Charlestown then were the four largest cities in colonial America. If we look at white population, Charlestown by far was the smallest, but when we start looking at per capita wealth, at one point in the colonial period, Charleston was twice the wealth of Philadelphia. So the smallest and richest out of the bunch. So the Brits didn't want to lose Boston or New York as active and easy trading ports, moving men, war materials across the Atlantic, squash out the rebellion. They didn't want to lose Charlestown as the backdoor entry to British North America and our trade with the globe. It's like a hot 15 minutes to take out New York. It took 3 years, including siege on the city, before the Brits got into town. But once they were in good, and they started arresting the colony's leading families. Men, women, and children were arrested, entire family units, their properties, including enslaved peoples, confiscated. Much of that property later auctioned off to loyalists who are loyal to the crown, while our patriot families who brought us into the revolution and supported it were treated as common criminals. I know the boys have, but if you've all seen the movie with Mel Gibson, The Patriot, that partisan warfare, that happened here. So families are locked up, held hostage in the dungeon. Men were eventually separated from the families and held in prison barges in the middle of the harbor, while their families languished and were treated as common criminals.
It's considered Rainbow Row. As you can see, different colors of the houses. So he just told us that these homes go for at least $4 million. Small bedrooms, small bathrooms. It says don't let the outside fool you.
We very quickly outgrow the waterfront. So we go down, we start pile driving in trees, pumping out water.
This is where the waterfront ended. There's the waterfront way down there. You can see the waterfront. But this used to be the waterfront where we're standing, where the wall was. We could have done the horse carriage and all, but we chose not to do that. They look really cool, don't they? Well, okay. Yes, okay, I chose not to do it.
When is your birthday? Tuesday? So, here's the chunk of the wall, and this was found well below what we'd recognize as the water line and brought up to this elevation and secured. About 10-12 years ago, Historic Charleston, the preservation overlords, did a material source analysis on the bricks. The orange brick down towards the bottom, the clay source, was Kent, England. You go to England, you see lots of orangey red brick buildings, likely used to some of the earliest ballast coming over from England. The upper bricks and darker bricks have are locally sourced materials, which means these bricks had to be made before the wall went up. So these bricks have been hanging out since the 1670s. And right in the sunbeam, you see where my finger is right here? Put your index finger or a thumb. Can you feel that little groove? Yeah. Maybe a thumb? That's the index finger or the thumbprint of the person who picked up that brick when it was wet, stuck into the sun to dry out, then pop into a kiln to bake down to bricky goodness. But the fingerprint's been there since the 1670s. Now, I had a lady a couple of months ago.
Not sure if you see these people, but you can see the marks of somebody's hands. So I'll show you through. So this is where they were. Now watch where I move my hands. You can see the prints of them. That's pretty cool. That's original from the way back in the day. All right, let's continue on. So Hurricane Matthew, for the water, came up and flooded all this area out up to here. So what they started doing was they started raising hydraulics and raising the buildings up. So now they're all higher, so hopefully the flood will never get them like that again. But that's crazy. Well, we just finished the tour. It was really good. We'll talk about it later, but we're gonna have some lunch, so we gotta look for a restaurant that they were talking about. We said Pugin's Porch, so I think it's coming up here. So we'll take you on our lunch adventure once I find it. Okay, this is lunch for today. Hyman seafood. As usual, the menu is way bigger. We'll let you know what we get. There's a lot. So if you come here, you better check that menu out. It's way big. So they give you hush puppies. You can get some boiled peanuts, which not that good. Okay, hush puppies are really good. They give you those South Carolina coleslaw. I'm not sure. I may taste it.
Ooh, I would definitely video that.
But I'm not a coleslaw person. And then she got a white sangria, and I got a blackberry margarita. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. So she got that is the
South Carolina grits.
Oh, South Carolina grits. Where you didn't get your no,
This is my appetizer.
oh, that's her. Okay, that's her appetizer there. Well, this is mine. I got my meal, and you got your appetizer.
Because yeah, you didn't get an appetizer.
And you didn't get the soup. Here's mine. So we'll let you know how it is. No, there's no obey.
Cajun.
So this is called she crab soup. It's the South Carolina staple. How is it?
It's actually not that bad.
Yeah? Alright, I'll try it out. So as you wave your way through after the restaurant, they have a gift shop at the bottom. A bunch of different stuff. Give it a try, baby. You be the one using it. Here's more stuff over here. Hats, shirts, and a bunch of magnets. I think I need to get one for Charleston. Have to look at them. But anyway, that's at the bottom. After you walk all the way through. Okay. Whole nother section of the market. Our guide said it was like 2.5 blocks, and then now it turned into 4 blocks. When it first started, it was only 2.5. Because it's so cold out, not all the vendors are here.
Pretty delicate.
But there's still a nice little section of stuff. If you like this kind of stuff. But you find it in Charleston. Good afternoon.
Hello.
So we came back to the room, as you saw that last clip of that, and we just chilled. We had such a good heavy lunch. We're not even going for dinner. We might go get a snack or something like that, but
yep.
It's about 5:30 or so, roughly. Anyway, so let's backtrack. So talk about the tour.
I don't like history, but I have to admit that was really good. I do like that. I just don't, it's just not my thing. And so when we first started, and because it was so cold out, oh, was it cold out? And we didn't really dress for the coldness, but
well, we did.
We did.
Could have been a little warmer.
We needed hats, gloves, scarves.
Yeah, could have helped.
And probably another layer, but we made the best of it. But it was really, really good. Learned some things. We'd definitely like to come back and do some of the things that we couldn't do today because a lot of the places were closed.
Yeah, so free tours by foot, I think is what it's called. Again, it's $3 like administrative fee, and then you pay whatever the guy was. The guy was really good. As you saw some of the clips, I'm gonna leave it in. So you guys saw the clip where he said, "Turn it off. You don't like to be videoed." So I turned it off. But the rest of the time the video you saw, I didn't. Obviously, you didn't see him, but I did put it on so you get history. And I could have really gone a whole lot longer. There's so much stuff. So, but just a little teaser. So if you ever come to Charleston, South Carolina, free tours by foot. His name is Scott. Great job.
Very good.
Yeah, he did a really great job. So then we went to Hyman's, which you saw the food. Really good.
Very good.
So a meal with all that you saw we had, it was about $65 before tip, so it wasn't too bad. So 2 drinks and a regular lunch. But again, that's the reason why we're not going for dinner, because we're just too full. So we're just gonna chill. Anyway, we have a couple things planned for tonight, and we'll take you guys along with that. And I think that's about it, right?
Yeah.
All right. See you in the next clip. All right, we're gonna attempt trivia with the country hits. Let's see how we do.
Are you ready for some country? Name that juice, make some noise! All right, now we can start. Okay, so this, ladies and gentlemen, is your sample number 1. Number four. One more time, number 4. Number 8. I've been bound to leave you.
We did terrible. We got 5 of the 15.
Hey, at least we got some.
Oh, that's true. There were 2 3-second long clips. That was insane. That was hard.
The skies are clear, and if you wanna go walking, dear, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. Hello, I guess I'm just a lucky soul.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down.
Sides the way, then I parlay. This ain't Broadway, we learned it the hard way.
Yeah, gotta understand, this isn't bringing up heat that gets us out of hand.
When company's expected, you're well protected. Then you'll reject with the capital J, which you never forget till they cop you away. And your singers, Michael, Courtney, Roy, and Masha.
Good evening.
Yep, it's good. It's evening.
Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock, and we stayed out again. That's because someone took a nap earlier, so she had some extra sleep in her. So let's talk. So anyway, when we last met you together, we decided to go down to the buffet. We got something really small, and then from there, you saw the. Let's see. After that, what did we do? I'm so confused right now. We went to. After that, we went to. Oh, you saw that. Name That Tune. Terribly suck at that.
Yeah, country is not our thing.
And well, if we would have played more 2 seconds into those songs,
True.
it might have been a little bit easier, but it wasn't. Then after that, we stayed there, listened to a little bit of the Latin music. I didn't record any of that. And then from there, we went to where did we go from there after that?
To
the
Broadway
show. Broadway show, which I videoed some of it, but I didn't video a lot of it because we saw that same show on a different ship.
Yes.
So that was really weird.
Yes.
That they had the same show on 2 different ships. But anyway, so after that, we went to Schooner Bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just listened to music. We didn't do anything else. So that was pretty much our evening.
Yep.
So anything else besides that?
No, that was it.
Tomorrow we're Port Canaveral, so we'll take you along with us. We have something different. Well, you'll see tomorrow, but something different that we're doing. So other than that, that's pretty much it, right? All right, y'all. Want to say what you want to say?
Good night.
See y'all next time.